All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to connect our forms in Formidable, specifically our Heaven's Best forms, to the EZ-BusinessManager. When someone fills out this form, it's going to go into the EZ-BusinessManager, and there's a few steps to doing that. There's two basic things we need to do for our Heaven's Best forms. First, we need to modify them a little bit. We need to replace the name with a first and last name field, like shown here. And then we need to replace the standard address block with a multi-address block field like so. I'll be showing you how to do that in just a moment. And then finally, we're going to connect these fields to data points, if you will, that are on the EZ-BusinessManager. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. So right now I have Bradenton, Florida, and I want to connect his get estimate form and his contact form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the back end. I'm going to click on Formidable and Forms. Then I'm going to go to the get estimate form. And actually, before I do that, I'm going to do the contact us form. It's the simpler one. And maybe it's easier to start on a more simple example. So here we are in the contact form. What I need to do is I need to split name into first and last name. So instead of just having this one name field, I'm going to rename this one first name. See, I just changed the text right here, and it'll update over here. The other thing I need to do is not make this 1/3 of the layout. Right now, you'll see this as FRM third. That means that it's going to be 1/3 of the column width. But I need to make it now be just half. So I'm going to take this off, just delete that little class there, and click this 1/2 icon. And then it just says form half, and also says form first. The reason why it says first is because it's basically the first in its row. It helps the padding work correctly. And then I'm going to add a new field. So I click on Add Fields right here. I'm going to take text, I'm just going to drag it right here, like so. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to type in last name, and you'll see that it will update here. And then I'm just going to say 1/2. If I update this, and we go look at our form, and you'll see it still looks a little funny because we have this that's 1/2 and this one's 1/2. This email and phone needs to be fixed. So let's just do the same thing here. We're going to take the third out, just say 1/2. I'm also going to say first, sorry, right here. I'm also going to click on this first here. So now I have 1/2 and first. The reason why I'm saying first is because it's going to be the first in its row. And then we'll just add the same thing to phone. Take out third, put in 1/2. And if I refresh, we'll now see it looks nice and lined up correctly. Now I'm going to click on Settings here at the top, this tab right here. And once I've done that, I'm going to go over to Actions and Notifications. And then you'll see we have some icons here. Send API data is the one that I want. Right now it's orange, but it can actually be different colors. It seems like always change colors for some reason. So don't look for orange, look for this icon and look for Send API data. So I clicked on it and opened this new field here. The first thing I want to do is change the action name to something like Send to EZ-BusinessManager. That just helps us keep track of what this is. So if I come back to it later, it'll be easy to find. Then the next thing I need to do is put in the notification URL. In the instructions on the page, in our instruction page, it shows you how to do this. You just take this code right here, copy it, and paste it in here. Then we need to get the token for the account in EZ-BusinessManager. The easiest way to do that is just to log in to EZ-BusinessManager. If you're an admin, go up to the top right-hand corner and click on Settings. Then under this section that says Admin Only, click on Users. We know that we're working on Bradenton, so I could probably just click on this little magnifying glass and type in Bradenton. Just type in that, see what happens. Bob DiMartino. Let's see if that's the right one. Pretty sure it is. Yep. So Bradenton, Florida, Bob DiMartino. I'll scroll down to the bottom. Here's the token. I can just click anywhere here, and it will copy that token to the clipboard. And then I can go right back here and hit paste. I did Control V on my keyboard. Now if I hit update, this should be, starting the function. So here's our Send EZ Business Manager is now connected, or should be. Let's just do a hit test connection. Okay, it's working. I know that looks like an error, but it's actually meaning that it connected correctly. So that's great. The next thing we need to do is connect the fields on our form to actual data points inside of EZ Business Manager. And there are certain names we need to put in here. So key, we're going to type in first_name, and then we're going to connect it to the first name field. So what I do is I just click on the value, this little pop-up comes up, I click on first name, there we go. Now I can add another one by clicking this plus icon. I just want to type in last, _name, email, and phone are the ones we're going to have in here. Oh, and notes. Yeah, so notes. And here we're just going to click here. We're going to do last name, click here, email, click here, and choose phone, and click, and then choose questions and comments will be the notes. And if I hit update, that's pretty much all we need to do. Now the contact form should be connected directly, and when someone fills out this form, it will populate a customer into the EZ mail list, or EZ Business Manager. So that's great. Now we're going to do the little bit harder example, and that is the Get Estimate form. So I'm going to go back to Formidable, and I'm going to click on Get Estimate. And just like before, we're going to split the name from your name. We're going to call it first name. If I just click anywhere, it will update. I'm going to change the third to 1/2. And now I'm going to click here on Add Fields, and I'm going to add a new text block. And we're going to name this last name. I'm going to tell it to be 1/2. I'm going to do the same thing for the email, 1/2. Tell it to be first. I'm going to click on the phone number. I'm going to change that from 1/3 to 1/2. That'll kind of give this a nice layout. If I go back to the Get Estimate, you'll see that it has that layout and it looks good. Now we need to change the address. So I'm going to go back in here. And so instead of this address, I'm going to add a new address called, so I'll go click on Add Field, sorry. I'm going to scroll down and find address. I'm going to click it and just drag it right above that one. And I'm going to delete the old one. There you go. And now this address, we're going to choose United States because it's not international. Nobody's going to be getting the carpet cleaned from another country. So that should remove the country field in theory. And let's see. Something you can do, this is optional, but you could say like street line 1, oops, sorry, and street line 2, something like that. That'll just add fields right here, which is kind of nice. It's not critical, it's not absolutely necessary, but it's nice. One more thing you can do, again, this is optional, but you could in here just type in like address or add, it'll say address, that's fine. And now we'll get to the setting up of the API. So we're going to click on settings again, like we did before. We're going to click on actions and notifications. We are going to click send API data. That's made the new field here. I'm going to say send to EZ Business Manager or send data to you, whatever. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Just describing it. So it's not exactly important what precisely you say. And now the notification URL, let's grab that again. Copying it, and I'm pasting it. And just like before, we're going to use this. And we're going to paste that in there. And if I hit test connection, we can see if it worked. Yep, it did, so that's good. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to take these fields, again from this screen here, and I'm going to just copy and paste them in. So we'll do first name, last name, email, phone, okay. So now we're going to do, the first little bit's going to be similar to what we did before. First name, last name, email, phone, street address. And now this is where, okay, this is where it's just a little bit different. So we're going to click on address, but we can't just do address. Otherwise, it's going to put everything, the whole address in just the street address. But we need to separate it into street address, city, state. So there's a way we can do that. And I'll show you what it is. So I've added these little sections here to kind of show you how this works. So if I copy this part, right, and I put it right here, right after the 179, this will show just the line 1. And actually what I want to do is I want to do both line 1 and line 2. So I just put both of them in there like so, and choose that to line 2. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to choose address, but I'm going to show the city only. So I'm only going to show the city part. So we basically put that in like so, if that makes sense. I'll type the last one so we understand. So I could do 179 show equals state, close bracket, 179, and we'll say show equals zip. And finally, notes. That will be our comments and questions field. All right, I'm going to hit update. And that is great. And now it should be working. It should be, connected. So I'd recommend actually filling out this form, right? Like so, just go through it and fill it out like you're a customer. Then go log into the operator's EZ-BusinessManager account if you can, and see if it worked. Because then we know for sure that it's definitely working, and that's always important. So that is basically all there is to know as far as I can remember. If you have any questions, let me know. If I've missed anything, let me know. I'll make sure that I have some good notes below this video so you can use that. Thank you. Have a great day.